Well, hey, how's it going, everybody? It's about, I think, 3 p.m. the first week of December. Beautiful day. I've got a bit of a cold, but I'm not going to let that get me down. I'm going to head over towards MBK. Maybe MBK. I need to pick up a cable for the TV. So I'm going to head to Plonchit's Home Pro first, and I believe there's also a power buy. I'm sure, like anything, you get what you pay for. If you go to power buy, this cable might cost 22 bucks. If I go to MBK, I'm sure I can find a $5 cable, and maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll conk out. We'll see. I'm gonna go take a look. And I'm getting pretty good with the bread. This is like a rosemary loaf, Italian seasoning. Came out pretty nice. Again, I'm just using this larger toaster oven, so I have a darker side in the back, so I'll have to spin the loaf pan around. So this is a little bit dark, I guess, but not too bad. This is just right, so maybe 10 minutes less next time. And I'm sure not passing out any medical advice, but if you do get a cold over here, go talk to the pharmacist or a doctor, whichever. This Tiffy, it seems to be what most people use, certainly what most Thai people use. It's basically generic Tylenol, Allegra allergy medicine, and a Sudafed PE all in one. I think it's a 500 milligram Tylenol. But yeah, I used it many times on just kind of a common cold, and you'll get more colds. I was never a big cold guy in California, but the switches in the weather here mixed in with the air conditioning, I don't know, twice a year I get a little mild cold just from going from an ice cold BTS to 100+ degrees outside back into a cold shopping area. It plays a little havoc on the body. And I walked the 8 or 9 minutes from my condo up to the Prompong BTS. I'm going to jump on the train and go to the Asok Nana Plonchit station and get off at Chitlom. I could walk it. It's a nice day, but yeah, this cold has me a little run down. A few minutes later, we've arrived up at the Chitlom station. And these Bolt power banks are popping up everywhere. I've never used one. I'm dragging my own power bank around. I assume they're part of the Bolt motorbike system. Maybe you grab it here and go along your way and you have to return it to another Bolt power bank. I'm not sure, but they're here if you need them. And I'm not exactly positive. I've been in all these buildings. There's Central Embassy Mall, there's Central World Mall. This is just Central, right on the corner of Plonchit Road and Lang Swan Road. If you go to the right, you'll eventually hit Lumpini Park, and this Lang Swan is a beautiful area. Somebody had left a comment that that's the new up-and-coming hotspot. I'm not sure. I think it's always been a hotspot. It's directly behind the U.S. Embassy and the ambassador's residence and the other 25 embassies in that area. So that is definitely expat, how do you say it, diplomatic services central. And I'm sure that is going to come with a high price. A little bit of Sunday afternoon traffic. And if you were continuing on down the way, now this is a one-way street, but if you're walking down there, there are a bunch of water taxi piers. Then eventually, way off in the distance where you see that crane, not quite that far, is Petchaberry, another main thoroughfare through Bangkok. This is looking off in the direction of Lang Swan. Up here, it's not like Sukhumvit, Soi 1, 2, 3. That all starts in Nana. Coming down this way, it's Soi Room Rudy and Lang Swan and on, just different names. But these buildings in this area, you're very close to Siam Paragon and, again, the Embassy District. So there will be no bargain deals here. Maybe in a smaller Thai-style building, but these more luxurious Western-type buildings and hotels, they're going to come at a price, but nothing compared to many parts of the world. But when you get in that Bangkok mindset of a $500-600 condo is just fine compared to a $3,000 condo, well, this is where you're going to find the $3,000. And now that I'm thinking about it, this is either the Central Embassy Mall or that is the Embassy Mall down the way. I'm going to this smaller, I don't know what it is. It's more like a home shopping building. There's a Power Buy, there's a Home Pro. This isn't my neck of the woods. I thought it was this way. It might be that way. Whatever. Let me wander into the Central and get down to the street and figure it out. And I think I am in Central Embassy Mall. I'm not looking for Prada shoes today. To be honest, I'm just trying to get down to the street. Here's an escalator. You can see all the holiday decorations that went up in November. Central Black Midnight Sale. They were doing a lot of Black Friday and Cyber Monday advertising, but I don't know. I maybe the things I need to pick up just did not go on sale. I was holding off on a couple of purchases, and yeah, I didn't see much of a difference. Plenty of Christmas trees. And with that being said, there are plenty of sales this time of year, and another really good time is the mid-year sale, I believe. It's either in June or July. And yeah, everywhere you're walking around, it's 60, 70% off last year's Adidas shoes. And that's the skywalk I was on. It pretty much starts here, so you can't get on it at Phnom Chet. But at Chitlom, you can then take it down to Central World. I do not believe, I don't remember. I know there's a skywalk that goes past Siam Paragon, but I don't think you can access it. Not positive, but I do not think you can from Chitlom BTS. I think the train station is in the way. I don't know. Perhaps if you exit on the correct side, but if you were to walk there from here, I think you're stopped at Siam Paragon. And to add to the list of things I'm not expert on, these traffic lanes switch. So you'll see like this white Lexus heading off in that direction, and the other two lanes of traffic are a continuation of the other side of the street. And in the morning, I think it switches around. I don't know, but they know the traffic patterns, and I could be wrong. This little area right here, it may always be this way, but I've definitely seen a difference. 3 lanes of traffic coming in this direction instead of using the other 2 lanes. And the Christian Dior store's getting pretty fancy, a gold-plated building. So here you go. This always confuses me. I must have just left the Central Chitlom Mall, and right next door is the Central Embassy Mall. On the other side is Central World Mall. That's kind of my go-to mall in this area. I like it better than Terminal 21 or Siam Paragon. But this Central Embassy, I believe the other side of the mall is where I'm heading. I'm not even sure what that building is called, where I'll find the Power Buy and Home Pro. You can look up either Home Pro Phnom Chet and you'll know exactly where I'm going. I did get off at Chitlom. I probably should have got off at Phnom Chet. Again, this really isn't my area. I thought it was closer to Chitlom BTS. Not that it's any big deal to walk back towards the other station. And they like to keep the nice cars out front. There's a Bentley and a Porsche, or as Boone says, Porsche. That's a beautiful Porsche. As we get closer to the Phnom Chet BTS, the skywalk starts back up, so hopefully they'll connect the two. Just a short distance, try not to get nailed by a motorbike here, is the Phnom Chet BTS. So this skywalk above, I should have got off at Phnom Chet, will guide me straight into my building on the other side of the next light. And everybody's taking pictures with the snowman. And here you go, the Wave Place, the Home Pro, and there's a Power Buy in there. Yeah, that's the Phnom Chet BTS right there. I don't know what I was thinking. This is Wireless Road to my right. If we were to head up this street, not even a half a kilometer, you'll have the U.S. Ambassador's residence on the right, U.S. Embassy, the Embassy to the Netherlands, Japan, Germany. They're all down Wireless Road. Now behind me, going in the opposite direction, is the Swiss Embassy. I've been in all these buildings a dozen times. They're just all kind of jumbled in your head. I took a quick peek on the phone, and yeah, for whatever reason, I thought last time I got off at Plon Chit, I had to walk all the way up to Chit Lom. So, standing at the corner of Watayu Road, which is also Wireless Road, two names, and Plon Chit Road. That is the Plon Chit BTS station, just whatever that is, football field away. And if you continued on one more stop, you'd be at Nana. Now, going off to the right, Wireless Road, again, very expensive, higher end real estate. If you want to be in this area, or you're going to work at the embassies and you want to keep it affordable, well, you can walk down this way. There are 2 or 3 buildings, whatever that is, a 10-15 minute walk. They're going to be smaller units, but affordable. Plus, you'll have the water taxi feet from your front door. This is a smaller downtown location, but the Home Pro is the Lowe's or Home Depot here in Thailand. Not so much sheets of plywood, but all kinds of different home needs, from fixing an electrical socket to, in this case, picking up a TV cord. With that being said, I believe this is a 3-story store. So you'll find beds and sinks, really anything. Safes. All the kitchen appliances and bathroom fixtures. It pretty much has everything a Home Depot has, and that's all I have to compare it to. With the exception of lumber and huge plumbing pipes, those type of things you'll find at the lumber store and the pipe supply store. There's no one size fits all. Now, maybe up in the provinces and areas like that, those larger stores will have all that. Again, these are downtown Bangkok locations. And I'm heading up to the 5th floor. Plenty of choices for fancy mattresses. And it's on sale for $82,900, reduced from $145,000 for the Sealy Posturepedic Unicased XT. A nice supply of desks and office chairs. All kinds of shelving. I have that one on the end for something similar in my kitchen. There's not a lot of cupboard space. I mean, it's probably an adequate amount in most Thai apartments and Southeast Asia in general. But as a typical American, I have 6 frying pans when I probably would get by with 1. And of course, you can spend as much as you want on your TV. Here's the new, what is that, LG? 45,990 baht. I'm not sure. Maybe that's a 75-inch TV. That would take up my whole wall. And I found a cable. It's 790 baht. I know there are 150 baht cables on Lazada. It's just an optical cable going from the sound bar to the TV. For whatever reason, I got a Samsung, but it's probably the cheapest Samsung. Plus, it was on a Black Friday super deal. It was 2,000 baht. I should have known there was a catch when all the other sound bars were 10,000 baht. Well, the catch was no HDMI output, or whatever that's called, HDMI ARC. It's Bluetooth or optical cable, and of course it did not come with the cable. And when I hooked it up with Bluetooth, the lip sync was a little off, and there's no way that I know of, I googled it for like an hour, how to adjust the lip sync on Bluetooth. You can do it with the cable. So yeah, I'm gonna suck it up. Maybe I'll buy, they had it $790 here. I'm gonna go look at Power Buy. Just, I have nothing but time, and I probably won't go with a 120 baht cable, but maybe 400 baht will get the job done. We'll see. And here's Watch Me Express, watch repair service, right as you walk out of the Home Pro. I should probably just order one of those cheapy cables, and I probably will, as a backup off Lazada. It's just sometimes those are just straight up junk. You plug them in and the plug kind of falls apart. Whereas this one, hopefully, it says it's 24 gold plated on and on. It'll last me at least setting the thing up. Plus, with the cheaper plug, who knows if you might get a little interference, or I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking the whole deal, but I just hate paying 800 baht for a soundbar. I paid 2,100 baht for, but such is life. And no power by here. It's across the street at the Central Embassy, and that's the beautiful Park Hyatt, Bangkok. Right at the Central Embassy. And it's probably not the greatest idea, but I probably will go down to MBK and pick up a 200 or 300 baht cable. 790 or whatever is certainly not the end of the world. It's a 3-siders these days, but it's just the principle of the thing. And I'm back on Phnom Chit Road. This is the traffic coming from the embassy area off Wireless Road. Way down at the end, oh, I should have mentioned there's a new mall at One Bangkok down Wireless. Well, that was close. They have a shuttle bus from the Phnom Chit BTS, but you're still having to deal with this traffic. I did make a video and I rode the bus back. It took 25 minutes to make a trip. I probably could have walked in 15, but in the heat or rain, or maybe you just don't want to walk it, you can get on that shuttle right at Phnom Chit BTS in front of Siam Pharmacy. You can walk directly out of the Park Hyatt straight into the Central Embassy Mall. And I just asked a guy, this cable's turning into a big hassle. He said it's at Central Chit Lom, the first mall I was in. I think he said on the 4th floor, but whatever. One person told me it was in this mall. Whole lot of effort to save 300 baht, which I'll blow in 1 second at O'Shea's Tavern. But again, I know exactly what things cost at O'Shea's. This cord, it appears to cost between 60 baht and 1,500 baht. And I probably should have just looked at the Power Mall section of the Emporium Mall right there by my house. But I haven't been feeling so hot. I just wanted to get out, get some fresh air, go on my little mission here. And I actually forgot about this. Central Chit Lom attaches to the Central Embassy. And I think this is a real Instagram spot I'm walking into with all the holiday lights. Oh, here's Burton snowboards. Huh. I don't know where you'd go snowboarding around here. Korea, Japan. They get a little bit of ice up in the hills in Chiang Mai, but no ski resorts that I'm aware of. See if I can make it through here without wrecking too many pictures. It's pretty. I need to talk over this music a little bit. Can't even tell what song it is, but I'm sure it's copyrighted. And I've walked into the public market. I'm not sure if we're on the 1st floor. It's a little bit higher end food court. Plenty of bakery options. There's John Donut and the Rolling Pin. And there's Cam's Roast. You'll find all the larger banks here. Siam Commercial will be open on a Sunday, 6, 7 p.m. I'm not exactly sure when they close, but it's very rare to find any bank open in the U.S. on a Sunday. More nice restaurants, and we're heading to Shoes Avenue. We have a pretty nice selection of these electric bikes. They're kind of expensive. 69, 75,000 baht. I'm not sure, but I think you can get a little Honda 125 Wave for 60 or 70,000 baht. They're kind of cool, but you still have to charge them up. Here's the bigger model. Rider cart or ride cart. Kind of nice. And here you go. Here's the fanciest Connect 4 I've ever seen. It's 2,025 baht from Canada. And here's the Power Buy. It's kind of like a Best Buy in the United States. Electronics, computers, TVs. That's not bad. Some locations are larger than others. I don't think I've ever been in this one, obviously. I didn't know where it was. Alright, I found my cable. They have a 1 meter, 3 feet for 490 baht, or for 690, a 2 meter. So I might as well give myself that extra room. That other cable, I think it was 1.5 for 790. Again, I'm making a whole big deal here over 100 lousy baht, but when you're retired, that's all you have is time, so you can walk around. Here's the guy. People will comment. Thank you very much. People will comment on when you walk in a store. There's so many employees that kind of jump on you, and it's kind of true. There must have been 20 people standing out front. I don't have a problem with it. Other YouTubers will say, "Oh, look how annoying it is. Just leave me alone, leave me alone." Hey, you know, I don't even think these folks are working on a commission, but their job is to help the customer. I have no problem with it at all. And that is a beautiful 8K. Okay, I didn't even know we were up to 8K now. I'm assuming it's the 85 inch, probably the top of the line Samsung, or one of them. Beautiful TV. 171,494 baht on sale. Regular price 229,990. And I am really just walking around now. It's not even a money thing. I changed my mind. It just doesn't sit right with me paying 800 baht for a soundbar I paid 2,000 baht for. What I should do is return that silly thing and just go buy one for 3,000 baht, which has the HDMI outputs. That's probably ideal. Plus, I have all kinds of HDMI cords laying around. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to walk up to MBK, again, just to kill time, and pick up a little cheapy 200 baht cable, plug it in, see what it sounds like. On Bluetooth, this speaker sounded awesome. It's way better than the TV speakers, but it's not a high-end product. It's the lowest Samsung. Built in, supposedly it has surround sound. I don't know how you do that with one little speaker, and a built-in subwoofer, which must be all of 2 inches. Okay, something's going on here. There's a couple of police officers stopping traffic, and normally when you see something like this, it's a high-ranking official. I should probably be a little discreet with the phone. But until they start yelling at me. Yeah, some VIPs. But that's how to get around Bangkok traffic. These are familiar cars. That one right there, the Royal Protection Police. I see 4 of those in my parking lot all the time. So they must be visiting someone. They're just kicking back in the lobby. I knew that Samsung only had the optical. I just was counting on the Bluetooth working fine. As a matter of fact, I wanted to throw it kind of behind my couch and just get a little bit of sound in my ears. I'm always watching TV at 1 or 2 in the morning, and rather than a thumping subwoofer up by the TV and all that, that's what I'm going to end up with, because I'm plugging this optical cable right into the TV, and unless I can find a 10-foot one, and I'm sure that's going to be an expensive cord, not really worth it. But I just wanted those speakers at my ear. I just couldn't get the auto sync on the lips correct on Bluetooth. And right before you get to Central World, here is Beer Republic at the bottom of the Holiday Inn. Looks like they have the big green egg smoking up some ribs or something delicious. Really good music in here 7 days a week. And their sister property next door, the Intercontinental. I walked up here to the R-Walk. I'm going to head on down towards Siam Paragon and head over to MBK. Now that VIP's out of the way, we're back to normal traffic. And this R-Walk kind of gets you above the traffic, and it's heavily traveled. Here's the Erawan. We now walked up to Central World Mall. There's always something going on in this courtyard. I guess it's a Nike Run Bangkok thing today. It appears to be, going on 5 p.m. Right before you walk into Central World, this round glass building is one of 2 official Apple stores that I know. The other one's at Icom Siam over on the Chao Phraya River. And I may have just said Icom Siam. I have Icom aircraft radios on the brain. It's Icon Siam Mall. And I mentioned earlier in the video, I wasn't sure if this R-Walk, if it stopped at Paragon. I know there's a courtyard in between MBK and not Siam Paragon, but there's 3 Paragons in a row. I'm no mall expert. I mean, I've been in all these buildings, but yeah, I don't have it all memorized. So I'm going to walk on down past Central World on my right here. I have a feeling I'm going to stop at Siam Central Station and have to go down and then walk up and over the street to get an MBK, but I'll figure it out. Just across the street from Central World, the Royal Thai Police headquarters. Siam Central Station straight ahead, and that's Siam Paragon off to the right. And right under that Prada sign where you see all this traffic in the early morning, well, throughout the day, you can find the big red hop-on, hop-off bus, tour bus, take you all around Bangkok. And here's Siam Central, one of the busier stations in town. I mean, Assault gets crazy, but this is a 3-deck station, so it's probably the largest, and this is actually nothing. You can oftentimes find 20, 30 people in each one of these lines to get single tickets. That's why the Rabbit card loads some money on there. That's the way to go. But bring your passport, or at least a good color copy. They're going to use that as your identification. And as suspected, the R walk came to an end unless you boarded the train. Now from Paragon, I'm no Paragon expert, but you can walk down in this direction and there's a courtyard that leads into the MBK. But just as easy, I came back down on the street. I'll walk up, and I know there's a set of stairs to go up and over the road right there by MBK. Just across the street from the Siam Paragon, where the Scala Theater used to be, in this area, there's a really cool little shopping area. There's all kinds of stages and things happening at most times of the year. Walk across the street from Paragon, and it's a little bit more, I'll call it authentic, than a fancy gold-plated shopping mall. I guess it's the Siam Square one, but there are businesses surrounding this building as well. Just like the central malls, it gets a little confusing to me up here. There's Siam Paragon, Siam Central, Siam Discovery. They're all kind of hooked to one another, but I always seem to walk in the wrong building. And I'm not sure what's happening here. I think it's the street, what do you call them, spray paint street art guy? There's always something going on. No, must be a celebrity in the store. Let me raise it up. Yeah, I can't tell. My girlfriend Boone's not very starstruck, but we'll walk by something like this all the time, and she's just like, Thai movie star, too many people. I still can't tell. But I don't watch a lot of Thai soap operas. I do like this little area. I'm tempted to walk back there, but I need to get this cable and get home. There's a bunch of little tents set up. It is the holiday season. I've got 10 extra minutes. What am I talking about? I've got 10 extra hours. I just like this area across the street a whole bunch better than Siam Paragon. All the little restaurants, and Paragon's fine. It's just a big, beautiful shopping mall. I think I walked into a parade or a fashion show. Not sure what's going on. I think it's called the J Show. J Show. Not even 100 feet away. Something else is going on. And this Pop Mart, very popular all over Asia. You can see a line of people waiting to get in. Maybe they're releasing some new little toy. I'm not sure. Get our boundaries. There's the BTS. It just passed Siam Paragon. And well, that's the train heading to the one stop, the end of the line, National Stadium at MBK. And there it is straight ahead. So I'm walking over there. And there's one up by Paragon. There's another walkway here. Take me straight into MBK, up and over the traffic. And as I'm walking by, here's the Siam Skate building. I'm not sure what's going on, but everybody's in there filming something. Brief stain fight. I'm not sure if it's a Muay Thai thing. I'm still not sure what's going on. I know it's detergent, USA detergent. There's always something weird happening. That's why I love Bangkok. And that's why I waste the whole afternoon looking to save 200 baht on a cable, just walking around. You never know what you're gonna see. Just in the last hour, I saw some kind of VIP. I saw a K-pop group, all kinds of things. And I'm not even sure if that was K-pop, maybe it was Thai music, but it sounded like K-pop to me. And here's MBK. Every floor has a specialty. There'll be a cell phone floor, a computer and camera floor. There's one area in the back that has all kinds of authentic Rolexes and Nikes for 10 bucks a piece. And maybe they're not authentic. I'm not sure. There's plenty of food options. There's a movie theater up on the top floor. Again, I'm just out for a Sunday stroll. If I save 10 bucks on my cable, all the better. This is the 4th floor. Cell phones, you'll find all kinds of deals on used phones. Thai folks are real big on turning in their 1-year-old phone to buy the latest greatest. Well, this is a good as place as any to come. Here in Fortune Town, you can get anything repaired, cracked screens, those batteries that aren't supposed to be changed, they'll change it here. All at a good rate. Don't be afraid to haggle a little bit. I mean, don't get crazy, but if they're asking 600 baht for a repair, 500 baht should not be an issue. You also find all kinds of brand new products. This is the Banana store. You'll find electronics all over Thailand at Banana. All the big stores will be here. AIS and True, the 2 main cell phone companies. This is also a good place to come for cheap phone covers and get those screens put on without a bubble. Now I'm up here on the 5th floor. This is all camera. Big cameras, probably the #1 in Thailand. I think there's 2 big cameras in this mall alone. It's not going to be cheap, but you'll get all authentic lenses and batteries. You have to be a little careful with some of these smaller shops in places like MBK. They might say Sony battery on it, and it's a knockoff. If the price is too good to be true, well, there you go. There's a DJI drone and camera store. And I love this, I'll call it like traditional Thai furniture up here on the 5th floor. I'm going to my guy. Hopefully he's still down there. He's, I think he's next to the furniture store. He's helped me out a couple of times on little weird cords. Here's a Samsung store. All these stores appear to be the customer service outlets. Bring your Samsung warranty in here. Here it is up on the 5th floor, Lemon Telecom. They're cheapy cords, same price as Shopee or Lazada, or a lot of the cords you're gonna find on Amazon. See what he has. Yeah, that guy has everything, and he didn't have my optic cord. That, it's not frustrating, but when you come from the US, I'm not sure how things are availability wise in, say, Australia or the UK, but in the US, I could have found this optic cable at a large grocery store, certainly at Walmart or Target. It's just too easy to jump in your car and go 2 minutes anywhere, in California anyhow, and find exactly what you need. Here in Thailand, it's a little bit more of a challenge. This is a pretty simple item. You think where I bought the soundbar, they would sell the cables. It doesn't come with the cable, but no can do. Now this is a long shot, but Mr. DIY has a huge selection of cables, so we'll go check it out. Otherwise, I may be backtracking to that power buy and pick up the 650 baht cable. So they have 1,000 cables. Let's see what they have. There are hundreds of little stores in here, and nobody has this silly cable. It's my own fault. I should have got the sound bar with the HDMI, but I got the optical discounted version. No wonder it was only 2,000 baht. This MBK was, I believe, the first large mall in Thailand in the 80s. You can look up the free Muay Thai fights here at MBK. I don't have it memorized. Maybe it'll flash up on the screen here. This is an epic Thai mask performance. It's 1 day a week, and I'm sure it's not super crazy hardcore. Up near the movie theater, I believe, is this exhibition area, and they do some Muay Thai. But go down to Rajadarmi Stadium in the older, kind of on the edge of Old Town here in Bangkok, and that's the home of Muay Thai. Okay, I've checked everywhere, even inside the Japanese store Donkey here at MBK, and I can't believe I can't find that cable in MBK. So I'm gonna head back to Power Buy and pick it up. Hey, so there you go. I'm back at the Prompong BTS. Another holiday show going on.
3, 2, 1.
I'm not sure what's up. I think that's the band taking a picture.
3, 2, 1.
It's the M District first anniversary, which is the M Quartier Mall, the Emporium Mall, and the new M Sphere.
เพลงต่อไปเป็นเพลงสุดท้ายของพวกเราแล้วแต่คนจะต้องไม่เสียใจแน่นอนเพราะว่าถูก special version ที่พวกเราแบบ
So things always seem to work out. Just for the heck of it, I came over here to the Emporium, and they're running the last day of a spend over 5,000 baht, and you get a 250 baht credit. I ran around town, although I'm glad I did. I got out and about and saw some things. I'm going to end up having to go to a power buy at some location, and I would guess within 30 days is reasonable to make that return. It's going to be unopened. So yeah, I came in here, got the cord a little cheaper, minus 250 baht. I think there's a catch as to the points I just earned on the 5,000 baht purchase. A gift I was going to buy anyhow. It's just a main or a big Christmas present. Kind of big, whatever, 5,000 baht. Nothing Apple is cheap. But I was going to buy it anyhow, so might as well buy it now and get this 250 baht back. But as nice as everybody is, I purchased the headphones for 4,990, and I came in here and she's like, no, you need to go spend 10 more baht and you get 50 more baht in gift card. So I could have cared less. Yeah, give me the 200 instead of 250. But they made me go get a pen, then they changed the receipt. The whole thing took about 15 minutes, but it's kind of great. They're not going to do that in the United States. They're not going to go out of their way to help you 99% of the time. Oh, there's some great workers out there in customer service, not this time of year. These folks, the manager, and she's kind of a big shot behind the counter there. I mean, there's 1,000 ladies running around, and she's the only one that has a badge that says manager. She walked me back over there and told me, buy this 10 baht pen. and you'll make 240 instead of 200. I mean, I guess you get to keep the pen. So everything works out. It turns out half a block from my house is where I got it all done. But I got out and about for 3 hours tonight, and I feel a lot better. I forgot I had a cold. So thanks again for tagging along with me. There'll be more videos to come. We'll see you later. Oh, I will mention this M Money. I'm a member of the M Card, which is the three malls, Emporium, M Courtier, and M Sphere. I'm not sure who else takes the M Card, but sign up for all these different products, different times of the year. You get these promotions. There's a couple of promotions up here that says the Black Weekend K-Bank and the Black Weekend AIS have expired. So there's only so many points they give. But, you know, you're going to be a member of AIS, True, K-Bank, Bangkok Bank, whoever. And if you're a member of M Card, you go to K-Bank. I don't know, Boone helps me with all these things, but these points add up, especially when you're purchasing $100 items. The next time you come buy a little $10 item, hey, you want to use $6 US of M points? Yes, I do. So there you go. Take it easy. Have a good weekend, and there'll be more videos. We'll see you.